65 years earlier, the world came close to collapsing after a nuclear war that wiped out global electricity and destroyed international communication overnight. Humanity was thrown into a technological dark age. In the Amazon forest, a botanist and genetic engineer made a discovery that reshaped the future. Deep in the wilderness, he uncovered the Genesis tree, a plant with a rare flower capable of storing massive amounts of energy. This became the new foundation of global power and allowed society to rebuild from the ashes. Because of the war, most children were born with severe genetic disorders. To survive this crisis, scientists integrated the Genesis flower into the human genome before birth, granting improved senses and enhanced physical traits. These enhanced humans became known as the genetics, and they lived privileged lives. Only a small percentage of the population rejected the integrations due to immune deficiencies. They were called specials, and society pushed them into the lowest roles, assigning them to cleanup and maintenance work while treating them as outcasts. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss more movie recaps like this. Now, let's dive in. Inside the Genesis Institute, Chloe blended in among students during a guided tour while her partner Leon posed as a janitor in a wheelchair. When the moment was right, Leon used a device to breach a secure door and slipped into a restricted zone. After checking the layout, he noticed two guards approaching, so he released a small mechanical mouse to lure them away. Once they caught it, the device expelled sleeping gas and knocked them out. Leon pocketed their keys, accessed the ventilation system, and connected a tank that sent gas through the lab, putting the scientists inside to sleep. He approached the main chamber, but the door refused his code. He contacted Chloe for help. In the lobby, she overheard students mocking specials and starting trouble. She confronted them, drawing a guard to intervene. As he stepped in to separate them, she discreetly took his notebook and searched it for the correct code, then passed it to Leon. With the new code, Leon entered the lab and faced the Genesis tree. He pulled out his mother's old watch, a reminder of her belief in equality, then activated a lever that opened the containment unit. Using an old tool, he began cutting through the glass. As he sliced off one of the flowers, the tree reacted violently, shooting sharp spikes while alarms filled the room. Despite the danger, he secured the flower in a blue capsule that stored its energy. A facility-wide lockdown began. Chloe tried to wait for him, but guards pushed her out with the students. She finally spotted Leon emerging in time to blend in. He pretended to bump into her so he could slip the hidden item into her teddy bear before the guards searched him. They found nothing but the old watch and mocked him for it. Another guard with enhanced eyesight scanned the crowd but let Chloe pass, unaware the teddy bear held the stolen Genesis flower. Later, the pair watched a large street screen as Senator Kessler announced his plans to allow genetic enhancements after birth. A popular singer named Mira followed with a message promoting unity while offering free shows inside the special district. As Chloe and Leon discarded their disguises, Leon explained that wealthy politicians and celebrities only pretended to care about specials to boost their image. Nearby, a poor special was kicked out of a store while a janitor scrubbed graffiti calling for violence against genetics. At the same time, Mira's manager warned her that the special district was becoming unstable and too dangerous for a public event. She refused to cancel anything, believing unity required personal involvement. As Chloe and Leon returned home, border guards checked every special entering the district. Inside their modest workshop, Chloe tended to her plants while Leon repaired devices. He removed the energy-rich components from the Genesis flower and installed them into prosthetics for disabled specials. Their clients barely paid enough to keep the pair alive, but the work kept them going. After finishing their repairs, they received a call from a desperate client in the genetic district who offered triple their usual fee. Chloe argued that on-site work was too risky, but Leon already understood the patrol routes and knew secret openings in the wall that allowed movement without passing checkpoints. He convinced her they could do it. They entered a high-end restaurant through the back, guided by a cook who was a special using a mechanical suit to move. As Leon repaired the suit, chaos erupted in the main dining hall. A violent gang called the Anti-Genetics stormed the building, cutting the lights and attacking without hesitation. They destroyed the entire room, leaving bodies scattered across the floor while painting hateful symbols on the walls. The injured cook stumbled back into the kitchen with a fatal wound and collapsed in front of them. Chloe and Leon tried to escape, but the back door was locked. They hid as two gang members entered to spray more graffiti. The men spoke about an event happening the next day and an even bigger plan after that. One dropped a piece of paper that Chloe quietly picked up while remaining unseen. When the sound of approaching authorities echoed through the restaurant, the gang prepared to flee. Leon suddenly lost control of the mechanical suit. The gang members rushed toward the noise. Leon fought them off with whatever he could find, including heavy pots and boiling water. During the struggle, the leader's mask slipped enough for Chloe and Leon to see his face. Acting fast, she scattered flower pollen to blind the attackers, giving both of them a split second to run for the exit. Outside, the suit makes it difficult for him to walk, so Chloe supports him as they move toward an alley. By the next morning, the attack has become major news. Reporters cover the incident and release security camera footage showing Leon and Chloe inside the restaurant. They assume the pair are part of the gang and urge the public to report any information. Captain Hughes of the Special Forces appears on television, claiming that the Special District has become a breeding ground for crime and announces that his unit will raid it soon. Leon and Chloe panic when they recognize Hughes as the gang leader who attacked the restaurant. Chloe pulls out the piece of paper she secretly picked up and discovers that it is a flyer for Mira's upcoming concert. A small map on the back makes everything clear. The anti-genetics plan to strike during the event and frame the specials to make it appear as if they are the violent ones. Horrified, Leon begins packing his belongings and plans to flee the district. Chloe insists they must warn the people at the concert, but Leon argues that a paraplegic and a 12-year-old cannot stop an armed gang. Hurt and frustrated, Chloe accuses him of being selfish and runs out of the room. He tries to follow, but the suit's weight slows him down. A memory resurfaces. As a teenager, Leon broke into his father's office to read his own file and discovered he was a special. His father caught him in the act, a moment that marked him deeply. After the memory fades, Leon looks at his mother's watch and finally decides that he cannot walk away from this. He must act. Hours later, Chloe returns home and finds Leon working on new modifications for the suit. She joins him, helping him adjust the parts and mount the armor correctly. With its upgraded strength, Leon tests its movements and explains that he plans to capture Hughes and force him to confess. He gathers whatever objects he can turn into weapons and even bends metal with the suit's enhanced strength. Chloe realizes the suit contains empty wires, so she rushes to her workstation and mixes chemical agents to help him arm it properly. Meanwhile, Mira performs her concert in the Special District. The crowd becomes so excited that they push against the barricades, forcing guards to hold the line. After the performance, Mira tries to board her bus when the guards suddenly attack her personal security team, knocking them unconscious. A truck arrives, carrying members of the anti-genetics. They spray graffiti across the walls while Hughes threatens Mira and orders her to cooperate if she wants to survive. At that moment, Leon appears wearing the armored suit, ready to strike. One attacker is hit with gas, while vines trap another. Chloe calls Mira from a stolen car, while Leon battles Hughes and his men at once. Leon holds his ground at first, but the gang outnumbers him and eventually surrounds him. Chloe speeds toward them and runs one of the attackers aside with the car, giving Leon a chance to climb inside. The trio returns to the workshop, securing every door and window as the anti-genetics drive through the neighborhood searching for them. On the news, reporters claim Mira was nearly kidnapped and that a mysterious vigilante intervened before she vanished. Inside the workshop, Mira notices Leon's injury and treats the wound gently, explaining that she has always dreamed of becoming a doctor. Chloe draws a picture of Leon as a flower-themed hero. He finds it embarrassing, but Mira loves it. After Leon explains the truth about Hughes, Mira insists she must return home. She has an important appearance scheduled the next day with Senator Kessler at the Family Planning Center. Leon immediately realizes that this is the gang's next target. They failed to capture Mira today, so tomorrow they will go after Kessler. The gang clearly opposes the post-birth enhancement project and wants to destroy it publicly. Mira tries to warn someone, but Leon stops her. Hughes works with the police, so any attempt to report him will only expose them. Instead, they create a plan. The next day, Mira and Leon enter the Family Planning Center, pretending to be a couple preparing to have a baby. Mira explains to the doctor that she avoided scheduling an official appointment to escape media attention, and Leon asks for a tour. During the walkthrough, Leon steals a set of keys. Later, he distracts the staff by announcing that Mira will perform for them. This keeps the employees gathered safely inside one room. The anti-genetics soon arrive. Leon meets them in the lobby, and they launch an immediate attack. He releases gas bombs that melt their masks, then charges in for combat. He holds them off as long as he can, but the difference in numbers becomes overwhelming. They knock him down and tear off his mask. Hughes grabs him by the collar and repeatedly punches his face. Their assault is cut short when Kessler's security team storms into the room. The gang flees at once. It is then revealed that Kessler is his father. Chloe overhears everything, believing Leon hid the truth from her. She runs away in tears. Reporters enter the building moments later, and Kessler quickly adopts his public persona. Speaking confidently to the cameras, he tells the media that his son proves the divide between genetics and specials has grown out of control and must be ended. He urges the public to vote for genetic unity and bring an end to this conflict. The following week, the government announces that Kessler's project has passed with almost unanimous support. Buses begin arriving in the special district to collect the residents. They are told they will be taken to a new medical camp outside the city where everyone will receive treatment. Afterward, the borders of the district will open, and the newly enhanced citizens will finally be allowed to join the genetics. At the medical center, Leon asks for updates on Chloe, but Kessler explains she has not been found. When Leon mentions Hughes, Kessler avoids the topic and claims his only focus is curing his son. Leon reminds him that he tried to cure his mother, and that attempt cost her life. Kessler finally apologizes and admits he made a terrible mistake. He reveals that his late wife left a letter for Leon, but he had been too afraid to give it to him. By the time he worked up the courage, his son had already left home. Leon opens the letter and reads a final message from his mother. She apologizes for having to leave the family and expresses her hope that her son would grow into a good man. She feared his anger toward his father would harden him, and she urged him to learn forgiveness because family should stay together until the end. Leon silently breaks down, but says nothing. Mira gently interrupts the moment and takes him outside to breathe. While wandering the area, Leon suddenly spots Chloe. They run to each other and reunite in a tight hug. Moments later, Leon tells Chloe and Mira that he believes Kessler planned the anti-genetics attacks to ensure the success of his project. All they need now is proof. Chloe immediately thinks of a plan and borrows a camera from a man who uses an eye prosthetic. When the doctors summon the next patient, Chloe sneaks into the ventilation system and crawls above the lab. She begins recording the entire procedure. Inside the room, Hughes casually speaks with Kessler, making it clear they have been working together from the beginning. As the sedated special lies on the table, Kessler explains the truth behind his project. They extract biomaterial from the donor's brain and combine it with a modified genetic formula. This creates a highly concentrated essence that can be injected into genetics at any age. Kessler calls this the next phase of human evolution and only cares about curing Leon. He has no intention of helping the specials. He only needs their bodies for harvesting. Moments later, Chloe plays the recording for everyone in the tents. The truth spreads quickly. Mira breaks down in tears and apologizes to the specials, explaining she had no idea what Kessler was planning. Leon repeats the message from his mother, reminding everyone that unity only exists when people stand together. He convinces them to fight back. All he needs now is his suit, and Chloe reveals she secretly stole the keys to the storage room. The next morning, Kessler and several nurses enter Leon's room to begin his procedure. Leon suddenly reveals that he has been wearing the armored suit underneath the blanket. He grabs his father, restrains him, and takes the vial containing the pure essence from the nurses. Kessler tries to claim that everything he did was for his son, but Leon calls him a monster and walks out. He locks Kessler inside the room, takes extra ammunition from Chloe, and heads straight for the security area. He attacks the two guards, overpowering them within seconds. However, one of them manages to hit the alarm before collapsing. Chloe connects the camera to the computer, sending the footage to the police, but the upload will take 5 minutes. Before Leon rushes into battle, Mira kisses him. In the tent district, Hughes arrives with his gang. Leon meets them, and the specials surround the attackers, launching a massive fight. Although the specials only wield everyday objects like metal pipes and kitchen pots, their numbers allow them to hold their ground. Leon moves fast in the suit and takes on several men at once, but Hughes calls for reinforcements, and soon the gang returns with firearms. Many specials are shot down while Leon and Hughes face each other in a brutal fight. Hughes eventually forces Leon onto the ground, leaving him no choice but to retreat. Inside the security room, a man grabs Mira by the neck. Chloe tries to help but is not strong enough. A special suddenly rushes in and knocks the attacker unconscious. At that moment, the computer finishes uploading the footage, and Chloe immediately contacts the police. Leon crawls toward the lab, but Hughes catches up to him and continues beating him. Leon manages to open the machine containing the Genesis tree and fires a projectile at the glass, cracking it. Hughes drags him up for another series of blows, then throws him against the machine. The impact shatters the remaining glass. Hughes moves in to finish him, but Leon tears off one of the flowers. The tree reacts instantly, firing its spikes. They shoot straight into Hughes's face, bringing him down for good. Police rush into the facility moments later. They arrest Kessler's men and secure the syringe containing the pure essence. Chloe and Mira race to Leon's side and confirm he is still alive. Leon and Mira share another kiss while Chloe holds back tears of relief. The following week, the news exposes Kessler's hidden plans. Reporters praise the mysterious vigilante who saved countless lives. Rumors claim the masked hero was Kessler's son, but the authorities deny it. Kessler himself remains missing. In response to the scandal, the government ends segregation and allows free travel between all districts. Mira suffers lasting damage to her throat and can no longer sing, but she is happy living her life with Leon. From the shadows, a deformed Kessler watches his son from afar. The movie ends here. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more movie recaps. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think about this movie in the comments section.